Databricks, Data and AI Summit 2026.
Awesome.
You're talking to all sorts of people. What are you hearing the most excitement about? There's been so many announcements. Tell us the quick hits.
Well, there are so many great announcements, but it's on both data and AI. So we have Lakebase, Genie and Genie Code, and Unity Catalog. Those are like the three big things. And then there's lots of other fun announcements. Raiden, real time is incredible. That I think is going to change the industry. Ontology, things like that are. I'm hearing so much buzz about those.
I love it. Genie 1 is the one that got my attention.
Oh yeah.
I actually have it on my phone.
Oh yeah.
Which I'm not sure my data team's excited about because now I have access, and I think for a lot of people like me at large organizations, now they're going to have access to Databricks, which is incredible. I think for some data practitioners, data engineers, it might also mean that they need to think differently about how they prepare the data that now hundreds of new business users have access to. How are you hearing about that?
Yeah, well, this is really changing the game. When Genie, first came out, it's like the democratization of data to like more executive level. So it used to be you'd have a data team preparing a specific question or dashboard for the executive, and now like we just had Etihad Airlines, their chief financial officer also has Genie, and they can ask questions. What will the price of oil, if it goes up 10%, how should I compensate for that? What vendor is overcharging or undercharging? So now you have executives being able to ask questions, do research. And that changes the whole game. The importance of data and the governance of that data and the quality of that data is now more important than ever.
Yeah, we actually have a really cool use case. One of the largest automotive manufacturers in the U.S., they're using Genie across the entire enterprise. And it is the only way that they use natural language to interact with data in their organization. Cool. They actually use Anomalo to monitor the data that's feeding into that. And it's kind of a company-wide mandate that if you're using Genie on a given Databricks table, you need to ensure that Anomalo is validating that. So I love that idea of empowering more users on the data that powers the business.
I love that too. And yeah, that's when it comes down to it, a large automotive, whatever you have, I like hearing that they wanted to go to Anomalo, since to get the best AI, clearly you need the best solid data foundation. If you're asking a question, it doesn't know the difference. So it has to be the reliable data, the most recent version. You don't want data sprawl, column naming sprawl. So that's why, Anomalo, now that they see the value in one area, insisting it to be company-wide for the car manufacturer in this case is bravo to you.
Great. So last question. I think we're hearing a lot this week about Genie, agents, AgentBricks, agents in production actually delivering enterprise value. I don't think every enterprise is there yet from a maturity standpoint. What are you seeing that is the difference between companies that aren't ready and companies that are using AI in production?
Yeah, exactly. So exactly right. 2 years ago, like 10% of our customers, agents in production. Last year, maybe 50%, and now almost everyone. But that doesn't mean it's super easy. The vast majority of AI, initiatives, I don't know if the fail's the right word, but takes longer than expected. But you need, again, the data quality to be there, the ability to make sure there's no outliers, that the columns, the naming consistency, the semantic layer. If someone says what is sales and you have 50 tables, one is sales 613, sales and E, having that relationship, and within there the quality of the data really is what slows people down if they don't have that.
Great.
Or stops it. You need to trust the data. If you're an executive, now that the executives, it's democratized to them, if they come up with a question and the answer is off or incorrect or missing or from a table that was years ago versus minutes ago, they're not going to trust it. And that's the biggest impediment for agents going live. And once they know the data is of quality, their trust is that much stronger.
Trust is a must, you might say.
I love that.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.